GSL Code S Finals. If you are just now joining us, we saw Stats win game number 1. But of course, this is a best of 7, so we've still got a very long way to go.
Yeah, I think it's still going to go to 7 game stasis, I'll tell you that. By the way, the videos today, off the hook, so good. Some serious nerd chills with some of this music going on, and of course, Super Tournament is coming up, guys.
All right, Sojan's going to get this interview translated for us. Go ahead and take it away.
어윤수 선수와 김대엽 선수의 결승전.
Excuse me, first.
Super Tournament coming up, and that's going to start on April the 6th, which is a very special day for everyone, because if April 6th didn't exist, neither would Artos. This is my birthday. And there could not be a better gift than to start a new GSL tournament.
Yeah, that is going to be really special. So definitely join us for that. We've got all sorts of great stuff planned throughout the year here. StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1. We are just doing everything.
Yeah, and this is going to be a 4-day event, guys. It is going to be starting, I believe, at 5 p.m. on those days. Yeah, and definitely do check that out. We'll be giving away things at the studio sometimes. That's the way it is. It's going to be a 16-player tournament. Qualifiers will take place this week, so you guys will get to see exactly who's going to be playing.
And this is very different from the other tournaments we've done here before. We're going to have this marathon here.
It's going to be awesome, man. We never really do weekend tournaments here, but it looks like it's interview time. Oh my God, is that too high?
All right, this is not a drill.
And now we have classic.
와 정말 이렇게 이분들을 다 한번에 대단히 정말 날인 것 같습니다. 먼저
That's because we're really loud in the studio.
We're really loud. It's on.
오늘 누구 응원하러 오셨어요?
같은 팀원이었던 김대엽 선수
I'm
응원하러
here to
나왔고요.
cheer for
우승할 것
Stats.
같습니다.
아 그래요?
And I think he's going to win
지금 2세트
tonight.
이겼잖아요.
네, 아무래도 제가 결승 때 해봤는데 굉장히 잘하더라고요. 그래가지고
Well, I played him against finals, and I think he is
제가
got
알기로는
enough to win.
어윤수 선수와도 굉장히 친한 걸로 알고 있는데
And I know that you're really close with
스우
Sue.
때문에 그러시는 건 아니죠?
두 선수 다 정말 좋아하는 선수인데
Well, I really like them
아무래도 제가
both.
최근에
but
김대엽 선수를 이기고
recently
우승했기 때문에 좀
I won against Stats,
우승했으면 바람이 더 커요.
so I want him to win.
그렇군요. 그럼 김대엽 선수에게 짧게 한마디?
일단 긴장만 안 하면 형이 충분히
If you
우승할
don't
수 있을 것 같으니까
get too nervous, I
끝나고
think you will be
맛있는 거
able
같이
to win.
먹으러 왔으면
And
좋겠어요.
let's go eat something really delicious afterwards.
자, 김도우 선수도 정말 오랜만입니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
And it's been a long
네,
time
김도우
no
선수
see.
오늘 누구
Classic.
응원하러 오셨어요?
저 응원보다는 윤수 우승을 보러 왔습니다.
Well, I'm here to see Sue
거의
win.
이제 확신에 가깝게
Not to
이번에
cheer,
어윤수
but
선수의
to see
결승
win.
진출에도 큰 도움이 됐다고 들었거든요.
네.
오늘 우승 가능성 그건 어떻게 보시는지?
제가 요새 저그전이 굉장히 자신이 있어가지고
네.
제가 저그전을 잘하는데 제가
Well, I'm really
그걸
good at
도와줬기
PvP.
때문에
네.
저는 윤수의 우승을
But
기대하고 있습니다.
I am looking
어윤수
forward to
선수가
Sue
이번에
win
벌써
tonight.
첫 번째 결승에서
This is
도전입니다.
fifth
네.
그런
finals.
어윤수 선수에게 힘내라고 그러면 멋진 응원 메시지 들어보겠습니다.
네, 윤수 연습 열심히 도와줬는데
Well, I
우승하고
helped him a
맛있는
lot.
걸 사줬으면
I
좋겠다.
hope he buys me
화이팅!
something good to eat.
네, 알겠습니다.
Afterwards.
파이팅! 이렇게 외쳐주셨는데요. 와, 주성 선수도
And we
나와주셨어요.
have Zest here. Let's see who
안녕하세요.
he's here to cheer for.
성우입니다.
네.
Hello, I'm Zest.
자, 주성 선수 오늘 어떤 분을 응원하러 오셨는지 궁금하거든요.
일단 결승인 것도 대박인데 저
Well, it's the
두산
finals,
선수가 붙는다고
but-
해가지고
네.
Well, it's
너무
these
재밌을
two.
것
It's going to be
같아가지고
really fun.
시청자 입장으로 왔어요.
Sue
아,
versus.
그래요? 주성 선수는
Stats.
어윤수 선수에게 준우승을 선사한 또 주인공이기도
Well, he is
하고
one of
김대엽
the
선수와는
person
올해
who has given Sue the
했었잖아요.
second place.
네.
오늘 딱 냉정하게 우승자
Let's
출신의
see
나의
who
입장에서
is going
봤을
to
때
win.
누가 우승할 것 같으세요?
일단 맘 같아서 두 선수한테 다 트로피 주고
Well, I
싶은데
want to give everyone
그게
a
안
trophy,
되니까 좀
but
꼽자면
네.
기세가 더 좋은 대합이가 우승하지
well, I
않을까.
think Stas is going to win
이
because he
세팅에서
is
한
winning the
가지만
first
더
set.
여쭤볼게요.
네.
만약에 어윤수 선수가 5번 준우승하면 우승으로 인정해 주시나요?
저는 인정해 주고 싶은데
네.
아무래도 힘들겠죠 그럼.
아 그래요. 알겠습니다. 자 이렇게 모두 우승자 출신의 대단한 선수분들이
Well, they
직접
are both
오셔서
great
선수분들을
players
응원해
indeed.
주셨는데요. 오늘 더 많이 오셨지만 함께하지 못한 많은 선수분들에게
Well,
다시 한번 감사의
thank you,
말씀드리겠습니다.
everyone. Thank you to
자,
all the
그럼
players who
어윤수
could
선수와
be
김대엽
here with
선수의
us.
결승전 계속해서 지켜봐 주세요.
Well, we're going to continue with the games. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
Thank you, Sojan. Good work as always.
Thank you very much.
We are about to start game number 2. with these two players, right now it is Stats with a 1-0 lead against SoO, but it's a best of 7. There's still a lot of time for SoO to try to re-engineer some strategies and possibly begin a comeback.
And if I'm not mistaken, I am Katowice, where Stats got second place. He did win game 1 against TY.
That's right. Yeah, he did.
Sure.
That's correct.
Like, I know that statistically you could look at this and say, yeah, the guy who wins first game wins most of the time, but best of 7, man, the better player comes out on top like all the time in a best of 7.
Yeah, it's too many games back to back.
Yeah.
Map number 2 is going to be on Proxima Station. SoO opening up with a rush in game number 1, but Stats' control was so good he only lost, I believe, 4 probes.
4 probes, yeah.
In that, which is pretty crazy. I mean, usually it gets a lot worse than that. And then coming back and actually killing 4 drones and eventually winning with a very nice Archon Immortal push. Guys, this is game number 2. SoO versus Stats, a fight to become the king of the GSL Codes. Introducing our players in the upper right, in the red, in his 5th finals. And yet to win one of those finals. Tonight may be his night, or perhaps history will repeat itself.
Oh man, that would be the saddest thing for him indeed.
Truly devastating. In the bottom left, in the blue, our Protoss player. He is. Now, let's see what the build is going to be here from SoO. Stats has always been a fairly reactive player.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of Protosses that try to really seize control of the game and do a lot of pretty wonky builds.
Yeah.
Stats is much more like Rain in that regard. Truly a reactive Protoss that just stays back, kind of evaluates what the Zerg is doing, and then alters the course of his build to counter that.
If there were a spiritual successor to Rain, it would be Stats. He is the greatest defensive Protoss right now in the world. There's no question about that. And kind of interesting, on this map, Tasteless, he takes the front natural as his first base. A lot of times you see the Protoss take that back one, super easy to defend. You just can't really take damage early game. But taking this front one, I wonder what this means.
Well, there's some things we can already glean from this. This means that the third base for Protoss, assuming this game goes on and on, the third base for the Protoss is going to be easy to take and a little bit tougher for the Zerg to monitor when that's actually acquired.
Yeah, one thing I do want to point out is that double Overlord Ling drop is one of the most popular builds on this map.
That's
dropping
very
in the
true.
back natural and in the front. But here there's like 3 spots you can drop now, right? You could drop into the natural at the front, or you can drop into the back natural to run around. There's not really going to be anything there to watch, or in the main base. So that still might be a strategy, if SoO had it planned, that he can still utilize here.
Yeah, let's see. If he is to do that, that would be the second game in a row where he's gone for some very aggressive builds here.
Yep.
And at least so far, we've seen that Stats can pretty much handle those builds, deflect everything, and then ride his way to victory.
Well, this game, we'll see if it's any different for him. He's making a Stargate right off the bat here, a Stalker as well after a Zealot. So this is going to help him to push out any Overlords and try to prevent Ling drops from really doing their damage to him. You can generally kill an Overlord off before it gets all its Lings out if you see it coming. So I think it's a good, strong opening here from Stats, build order-wise.
I agree. I agree. Now, the funny thing about SoO is that even though he's probably, I think it's safe to say, considerably more aggressive than a lot of the other Zergs we see, his macro game is spot on.
Yes, it is.
He's not aggressive because he has to. He's just got the full range of Zerg playstyles.
Yeah, you don't make 5 GSL finals without being able to do absolutely everything.
So we have the Oracle on the way here. The Stalker's going to come in and try to drive this Overlord out. This is a spotter Overlord to try to identify when exactly Stats does take a third base. Is when you see that third base acquired, you really then understand the pacing of the rest of the game.
Looks like a Void Ray was the follow-up of choice.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's going to be able to take out a lot of Overlords. Sometimes you can use it for light harassment as well, especially on a map like this where you can poke in the side of the base. Oracle being turned away immediately, already losing its shields. No kills quite yet.
Yeah, so far so good. It's very important he does not lose that Oracle. Very good job actually diving that in and forcing a Spore or Spine to come down there just to buy a little bit of time while the Oracle then moves out. We do see the third base now being acquired, although the Overlord has not been moved into a position to check for that just yet. I'm wondering, I think this Void Ray is going to make a beeline to where that Overlord is. It's really important that SoO actually checks that before this is killed off, or he's going to be in the dark on the pacing and the tempo coming from stats this game.
That would be really painful, in fact, if he doesn't see how quick this third is. It's like kind of weird to see a third this quickly while going Glaives and Robo, but a very solid yet greedy build coming out of stats. And with SoO just teching up, he doesn't really have anything to punish with.
He got it. I think he actually denied the spotting there on the vision. This is really cute. You know, had he not moved those drones, that would have locked down a lot more
it's a lot of
those workers.
time.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting technique that we don't normally see used here. If the Zerg is not completely on top of everything that's going on, he can end up losing the game. And now we see a big gateway explosion. Wow.
Tasteless, it's not just a big gateway explosion, but oh, you know what he just did? He was making a Void Ray when a Zergling scouted his front and then canceled it as a Zergling left. So he's trying to fake, I don't know what, like some sort of more defensive, maybe even Sky Toss-esque play, but this is just a massive Adept all-in.
If you see in like positions like this on a map like this, if I saw a second Void Ray making, I would not think there's an attack inbound right away. But the fact that he cancels that's a really subtle, really smart fake there. Gonna lay another trap, but the drones are pulled. Looks like just in time, this time locking down 2 drones, but soon not losing that much more mining timing. If any of these are incredibly successful, the push that's going to come here from stats could be just too powerful.
Okay, the Hydra's actually pushing back this Void Ray. The Prism is flying around. It has a small amount of Adepts out here. There's no Baneling, so this is just Ling Hydra, both of which Adepts can chew through. Oh my
God, he let that finish. He's now warping in over here into the main base. These Adepts are going to be taken out. But can the rest of this army get up here in time? So much damage being dealt. The Adepts now shading over here into the third base, into the very, very back, where these drones are still quite vulnerable.
Okay, let's see how many he ends up getting. 7 drones already falling down, but the Hydras are making quick work of some of these Adepts. Another shade, another warp in as well. The Hydras and Queens coming up, trying to fight against this. He cannot lose too many drones here.
Stats is everywhere, hitting all these locations before the Hydras can come in here and try to help them stop. I thought it was going to be a full-on push, but instead, he's going for a tactical approach. 21 drones have already been killed, and these Adepts are still in here doing damage.
This is a massive amount of damage so far. Can he shut it down? He needs to get that Prism. He's trying to, but in fact stops targeting it after just a moment. More and more drones falling, as well as Hydras in the main.
I think when the dust settles, there aren't going to be very many workers left in this game, Artosis.
No.
Stats is just hitting too many key locations, and it does not appear that SoO can keep up.
He has just not been able to take out this Warp Prism yet. Finally, a Spore walks over to try to push it away, but the damage has been done. 35 drones have fallen.
I can't believe how well this has been executed here by Stats. He just knows how to split those Adepts up. Even the Oracle coming in at the end, getting more kills, 5 kills there on that, and then avoiding the Hydras before they can actually take it out.
That's just crazy. He's masked this build brilliantly. He took that third base, it wasn't scouted. He faked a second Void Ray, that was scouted. And then suddenly, he hits with massive amounts of Adepts and does brutal damage.
Right now, when it's all said and done, there are 33 drones to 64 probes. And I think a follow-up could end up smashing SoO in this game. That would give Stats a 2-0 lead.
That's a huge deficit to come back from, and Stats just hid the fact that he has this many sentries. The Overseer tried to see it, but he pulled him out of the way. Stats is on top of every piece of information. It's like he's combined his own style and image with the way that SOS plays. This has been masterful so far in game number 2.
Adepts are warping in. The Hydras did not end up targeting the Warp Prism, so another Adept warp in could be inevitable. Right now they are engaging the Hydras. Looks like he may go for it. No, hold up. A push now over here towards the third, and there's nothing to defend. These drones have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and with a force field there, they are going to be massacred.
Oh, he can easily take down this third base with this move. Plenty of force fields to go around. Even still harassing here in the back, Natural.
Even less workers this time around. It's now down to 28. The hatch is under fire. GG! Stats takes game number 2.
That was just amazing what we saw from Stats here. Getting outside of his normal comfort zone of strong defensive play. And this was like, he had 3 bases. He faked him out. He came in from nowhere, hid the sentries. Everything about this was so well done. You can tell Stats has prepared his ass off for this finals.
He really has, and that's not typical for a Stats game, that kind of strategy. He basically set it up to look like he was playing more like how Stats normally plays, somewhat passive, basically trying to get to a later part of the game, deflect everything, and then come in there with an attack. No, not this time. Fakes the second Void Ray, it's spotted, cancels it. Makes a third Nexus, it's not quite spotted in time. And then out of nowhere, all these Adepts come in after this huge gateway explosion. And there was just too many attacks going on at once. SoO couldn't juggle it all, and eventually he fell apart.
Yeah, that was really tough for SoO. But